Hey, since it's New Year's Eve, what's been your personal highlight from the past 12 months? No, which is mid. Right then, okay. ...2022. What a fucking year it's been. Hello, I'm Bluesteel, welcome back to the channel. So I want to use this video as an opportunity to look back on the past 12 months, past 365 days, and see just what kind of a year it's been for everyone. Now throughout this video I've been using Know Your Meme as a primary source of noteworthy stuff that happened, and I'm gonna be honest, for memes, it was a bit of a dead year. I mean, we had such classics throughout the past 12 months like No Bitches, My Brother in Christ, Pink Soul. But nevertheless, I will do what I can to report on each of these subjects in a completely impartial manner. So, with that out of the way, January, Wordle. This game was fucking everywhere, I'm telling you. For a good couple of weeks, this game was the only game being talked about anywhere. The end of this month did see the game get brought up by the New York Times, so fair play, fair play. Other than that, Kanye West posted a picture of a skinned monkey to his Instagram. A couple days later, it's the cover art for a Pete Davidson diss track. I mean, it was short-lived, but you know, the memes, they were funny. Speaking of memes, Mr. Incredible becoming uncanny. Worst meme of 2021, somehow still continuing on into 2022. I mean, like, most of the people who find that funny are still on like YouTube Shorts, so like, at the end of the day, who gives a shit? No one. Not two. Speaking of memes, No Bitches was funny for a couple days, and then it just wasn't. Microsoft begins acquiring Activision Blizzard. Fair play if that means we get Overwatch on Steam, if the deal actually goes through, that is. And also, some guy makes NFTs of Etika, and no one can actually see that they're just bait. They're bait. They were made to piss you off. People are buying them to piss you off. You are the only reason these exist. Fucking idiots. So moving on now. February. Elden Ring comes out, and it gets really mainstream compared to other Souls-like games. Don't ask me how it happened. Other than that, everyone starts talking about Quandale Dingo and all his goofy relatives. I thought that was funny. Futurama comeback was announced. Big win if you ask me. Colossus Crazy came back to YouTube. Shout out to him.
Hi, Bluesteel!
Thank you, Colossal. And, can't really get around this one, can I? Well, time for me to run an Applebee's ad. Okay, March. My birthday. But who gives a shit about that? This guy slapped this guy. The memes were funny for about 2 days, and then they weren't. This is also around the time I started that Selling Yourself to YouTube trilogy. It started off as me just wanting to make a rant video on this one person, but then I kind of branched out from there. In retrospect, the videos could have been better, but I ultimately don't regret what I said in those videos. We also had this clip from Nikocado Avocado.
Okay,
and Building gets removed from Fortnite for a few weeks. Good times. So we're moving into April, and I've got to be honest here, not a lot really happened this month. Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter. Hope that doesn't turn into anything. Everyone starts talking about the rare fish market. Well, it was kind of funny. Jelly Bean. Enough said. New Carpenter Brut album for the first time in a good few years. It was good, but nothing's ever going to beat Trilogy. Now I think about it, I probably should have done a review back then. Oh well. Morbius releases for the first time, and I'm ashamed to admit that back in February, I kind of wanted to see that movie. And also the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, that was big with the Reddit community of the internet. Enough said about April. Also, I forgot to mention this, but CNN had a streaming service that lasted like a month here. And then it got shut down. Huh. Moving on now, May. The Overwatch 2 beta happened. Didn't get a code, so had to go on Twitch, had to watch someone for about an hour. But after that, I got in, so end of the day, who cares? iDubbbz hosted a boxing event out in Florida. Some fella throws cake on the Mona Lisa. I'm sure something like that won't happen again. Season 4 of Stranger Things finally comes out. And as a result, Kate Bush is now culturally irrelevant for the first time in 30 odd years. Yeah. Alright, so June.
Binley Mega Chippy, Binley Mega Chippy, Binley Mega Chippy.
This meme was very shitty. Nah, I'm sorry, but this meme was just awful. I'm sorry, worst meme of the year, actually. Unironically, fuck every other candidate. This right here was the worst fucking meme of 2022. I'm sorry. This was just not funny. It was fucking annoying after like a day. God. But on the subject of memes, you saw your super gaming house get demolished by a tractor. I thought that was funny. Maybe even the best of the year. Who knows? Other than that, Dolly Mini, aka Crayon, went live. The internet loved it for a couple months. Then all of a sudden, the idea of AI art became the Antichrist. This is also around when Fall Guys went free to play. I definitely felt there was something of a skill ceiling around August 2020 when I first played it, but after it went free to play and I played it on the Epic Store, I definitely felt that it was easier to do well in the game. On the subject of games, Modern Warfare 2 was announced, and then Infinity Ward went radio silent for 2 months. Okay, so July, Technoblade dies. Now, the main reason I didn't really make a video on this when it happened was I never really watched his content. I don't really watch Minecraft YouTubers in general, so I felt that if I made a video on his death, then it would come off as disingenuous at best and clout chasing at worst. Though a week after this, I had an enjoyable night watching people mould over very, very obvious bait surrounding NFTs of him dying. This once again proved to me that Twitter doesn't know what bait is until it's convenient for them, in which case it's never convenient for them. We also saw Andrew Tate's rise to popularity. I always thought he was a bit of a fucking grifter, but 2 weeks in I was seeing tweets like Andrew Tate bad being treated as 100% original takes, and it was like, Jesus Christ, it's like you people have fucking Alzheimer's or some shit, I don't fucking know. We also had some girl on TikTok making pink sauce with, I think it was ketchup and milk. I don't know, it was always kind of a forced meme, in my opinion. Minions 2 was in cinemas, everyone bought a ticket, went to see it in suits. I don't know. And iShowSpeed got a virtual blowjob in Minecraft, which I actually made a video on, and that went on to kind of influence where my channel went this year. Alright, now, August. This is the first month that I've actual notes down for, so with that said, YouTube puts out a call for the funniest user on the site. One person's submission is met with a ban before YouTube realises that that ban was meant for someone else. So very, very reassuring to see that so many people's livelihoods revolve around the website where the people in charge can't remember who is and isn't supposed to be banned. A trailer for the game Forspoken is posted to Twitter and
So let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cuff!
iShowSpeed got swatted, Gabby Hanna had a mental breakdown, Better Call Saul had its finale, and Andrew Tate got banned from basically the entire internet. I made a machinima about that. That did really well, views-wise, so I guess that's kind of what I do now. primarily speaking. Hey, what's that noise? Alright, September, right off the bat, Queen of England dies, and for the next 2 weeks, that's the only thing the news can really talk about. Speaking of that which is dead, Wise Mystical Tree is a bit of a dead meme now, but I thought it was funny back then. We saw a fellow at Rockstar leak some GTA 6 footage, and I'm gonna be honest, it just looks like modded GTA Online. I'm sorry, I know it's pre-alpha footage, probably like pre-alpha footage, but still, it looks just like modded GTA Online footage. Simple as. We also had that Cyberpunk show that everyone was talking about for a few days, and also Ethereum finally switching to proof of stake. And you know, that's about that for September. Alright, so October. Halloween's coming up. Lil Yachty is taking the walk to Poland, something that a lot of people were doing in July of 2005 for some reason. And Overwatch 2 has come out, although it's kind of shit the bed for the first few days. Also, remember in May when that guy threw cake on the Mona Lisa? Well... Other than that, UK Prime Minister Liz Truss resigns after 6 weeks. Dream does a face reveal and then gets accused of being a paedophile. Oh, and remember when Elon Musk was going to buy Twitter back in April? Well... Careful what you wish for, I suppose. So moving on now, November, the World Cup. Now, I don't know a lot about football, but I do know that if you have 6,500 migrant workers die building a stadium, it's probably not a good omen to lose your first match 2-0 and then get eliminated in your second match. Elon Musk starts letting you pay for verification on Twitter. A lot of people against that. But speaking of wasting your money this month, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out with so many bugs that you'd be forgiven for thinking it was from the Steam Early Access section circa 2014. Nevertheless, it was the third best selling game of November 2022, so talk about voting with your wallet, am I right? We saw the official Need for Speed Twitter account start a fight with a guy with 5 followers. I thought that was funny. This really niche MMO called Earth hits 8 billion players, and Video Game Donkey says that the reason a Sonic game is being review bombed is because of Sonic fans.
I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Alright, so as you can see, I'm a bit strapped for time, so let's make this shit quick and get out of here. The Game Awards aired, featuring the clip you just saw. Kanye West went on InfoWars and that went about as well as you remember it going. Eat That Pussy 445 got caught again. Christmas came slightly late as Piers Morgan was hacked. Unlucky. In a desperate last bid for relevancy, Andrew Tate tries starting a fight with a girl half his age. And the official Diablo account has a mental breakdown. Oh, also Andrew Tate and his brother got arrested, but at this point who gives a shit? Well, I guess that's done. I guess I'll go and make a YouTube video now. Just before I end the video, I'd like to give some closing notes. First off, I'd like to thank Colossus Crazy for popping in to say hello during February. His cameo was short, but he handled my request a lot more gracefully than other people I've asked for similar cameos. Dickhead! Secondly, I'd like to state that if you're a fan of the original music featured throughout this video, that I have a project planned for the new year, and I think you're going to like it. Lastly, I'd like to thank all of you for watching my videos over the past year, and I trust that you're going to enjoy what I have lined up for 2023. So with that said, thanks for watching, have a happy new year, and I will see you next time.